Have you heard of Baba Vanga? She's known as the Nostradamus of the Balkans, and her amazing predictions have shocked people worldwide. By the 1980s, she had made thousands of predictions that came true. She said she could see people's whole lives like a movie in her mind, from birth to death. Now, her predictions for 2025 are making headlines, and they're pretty scary. But before we dive into these amazing predictions, I want to invite you to be part of our special community. If you're curious about mysteries and prophecies, please like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the World Savior. Your simple click could help spread important knowledge to people all around the world. Let's start with one of her most shocking predictions, a sleep crisis that will sweep across the globe. Baba Vanga saw people falling into strange, deep sleeps that last for days or even weeks. Doctors won't be able to explain why this is happening or how to wake people up. Think about it. What would happen if thousands of people just fell asleep and wouldn't wake up? How would hospitals handle this? How would families cope? Some people think this prediction might be about how tired we all are from using too much technology, while others think it could be warning us about a new kind of virus that affects our brains. Another scary prediction is about Russia's leader, Vladimir Putin. Baba Vanga said someone close to him would try to kill him in 2025. She's been right about things in Russia before. She predicted the sinking of the submarine Kursk and other big events. This prediction is especially interesting because of all the tension in the world right now, especially with what's happening between Russia and other countries. When it comes to natural disasters, Baba Vanga saw some terrifying things coming. She predicted a massive earthquake in the United States that could damage nuclear power plants. She didn't say exactly where it would hit, but with all the fault lines in America, especially the San Andreas Fault in California, this prediction has many people worried. She also saw a mysterious tsunami hitting Asia, but this one would be different from normal tsunamis because it wouldn't be caused by an earthquake or volcano. Here's something really exciting. Baba Vanga said we'll get messages from aliens in 2025. She said these messages would come during big events like the Super Bowl or Wimbledon. Some people think this means aliens want to make sure lots of people see their message at once. She gave lots of details about this prediction, saying it would change how we think about our place in the universe forever. She also warned about terrorist attacks in Europe. She saw several big cities getting attacked all at once, which would cause a lot of fear and change how countries handle security. She said these attacks would be bigger and more coordinated than anything we've seen before. The scariest part is that she didn't say which cities would be targeted, so people won't know where or when to expect trouble. One of her most amazing predictions is about medical breakthroughs. She said doctors would find cures for both Alzheimer's and cancer in 2025. This is really important because right now, millions of people suffer from these diseases. For Alzheimer's, she said the cure would come from both regular medicine and natural remedies working together. For cancer, she saw doctors using new technology to fight the disease in ways nobody has tried before. Right now, scientists are working hard on both diseases, testing new treatments and trying to understand them better. The prediction about China, or as she called it, the dragon, is really interesting. She said a powerful force from the east would take control in 2025. Many people think she's talking about China because the dragon is an important symbol in Chinese culture. She saw this power growing in things like technology, trade, and world politics. This matches what we see happening now, with China becoming more and more powerful in the world. Baba Vanga also made a sad prediction about a young political leader. Many people think she was talking about Alexei Navalny, who speaks out against the Russian government. She said this leader would face a mysterious and tragic end. This prediction is especially worrying because Navalny was already poisoned once in 2020 and barely survived. She also saw big money problems coming in 2025. She predicted that the world's money system would have serious troubles, making many people poor and causing chaos. She said this wouldn't just affect banks and big companies, but would make life harder for regular people too. With all the problems we're seeing with debt and rising prices, some people think this prediction might come true. Climate change was another big concern in her predictions. She saw extreme weather getting much worse in 2025, with huge storms, floods, and heat waves causing serious problems. She said these weather problems would force many people to leave their homes and make governments take emergency action to help people. but she warned it might be too late to stop some of the damage to our planet. Baba Vanga also predicted some amazing changes in how we have babies. She said that by 2025, more and more babies would be created in laboratories instead of being born naturally. While this might sound strange, we're already seeing some progress in this direction with new medical technology. But most people think this change would take many more years to happen completely. She made a scary prediction about computer attacks too. She saw hackers getting much better at breaking into important computer systems in 2025. She warned that they would attack things we all need, like power plants and water systems. She said these attacks would be more dangerous than ever because the hackers would use artificial intelligence to make their attacks smarter and harder to stop. This is especially worrying because we depend so much on computers and the internet for almost everything we do. Privacy was another big concern in her predictions. She saw 2025 as a year when people would lose a lot of their privacy because of new technology. She predicted that cameras and computers would watch almost everything we do, making it hard to keep any secrets. This is already starting to happen with things like facial recognition and data collection, but she said it would get much worse. But it's not all bad news. She also saw some amazing scientific discoveries coming. She predicted that scientists would make a huge breakthrough in understanding how our brains work, which could help treat many mental illnesses. She also saw new discoveries about space that would change how we think about the universe. She said we would find out that space is very different from what we thought, with many surprises waiting for us to find them. One of her most hopeful predictions was about new energy sources. She said we would find new ways to power our homes and cars that don't hurt the environment. This would help solve some of our climate change problems and make energy cheaper for everyone. She saw this discovery happening in an unexpected way, coming from research that wasn't even trying to find new energy sources. She also made predictions about how people will change. She said that in 2025, more people would start developing special abilities, like being able to feel what others are feeling or knowing things before they happen. She thought this would start with children and slowly spread to adults, changing how humans communicate and understand each other. Looking at all these predictions together, 2025 seems like it could be a very important year. Whether you believe in prophecies or not, many of Baba Vanga's earlier predictions did come true, which makes these new ones worth thinking about. She saw both good and bad things coming, some scary changes that we need to prepare for, but also some amazing discoveries that could make life better for everyone. The most important thing about her predictions isn't just whether they come true exactly as she saw them, but what they tell us about taking care of our world and each other. They remind us that we need to think carefully about how we use technology, how we treat our planet, and how we work together as humans to solve big problems. What do you think about these amazing predictions? Do you see any signs of them coming true already? Share what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to The World Savior for more fascinating stories about prophecies and mysteries. Together we can try to understand what the future might bring and be ready for whatever happens. Remember, knowledge is power, and by sharing these predictions, we can help more people prepare for what might be coming in 2025.